There's a relatively new method doctors use to test whether a newborn has been exposed to drugs and alcohol, and they don't need the mother's permission to do it. A piece of the baby's umbilical cord can detect if a mother was using drugs within the last trimester of pregnancy. 15 finds out investigator Angelica Robinson talked with one mother who says her children were taken away after a positive test result. She continues part 2 of her special report. Angelica.
Tara, over the last few years, doctors in Northeast Indiana have turned to umbilical cord testing because it's a more effective way to detect drug use. Still, many women are unaware of this testing. In fact, one woman says she learned her newborn son was tested from a DCS worker.
Still in a haze from giving birth to her baby boy.
She came in not even an hour after me delivering my baby.
Sierra Beckler was met with a knock at the hospital room door. It was a caseworker for the Department of Child Services.
They tested the baby's umbilical cord at Parkview, and it came up positive for marijuana, and that's how I got them involved in my life.
Policies can vary from hospital to hospital, but Newschannel 15 has learned doctors at Lutheran and Parkview don't need a mother's consent to perform the test.
We treat this testing like any other medical condition. So if a baby was at risk for infection, we would want to test the baby for the bacteria in their blood or get chest x-rays or other lab values.
Beckler would not say what prompted the doctors to send her baby's umbilical cord for testing, but we do know there could be a number of reasons doctors test for drugs, including signs the baby is experiencing withdrawal or if the mother has a history of drug abuse. Hospitals are required by law to report any positive results for illegal drug use to DCS. Doctors say the ultimate goal is to keep moms and babies together. Separation is the last resort.
So the Department of Child Services certainly has a stigma that they are there to separate moms and babies, and that is actually not true.
Each case, of course, would need to be assessed, but the goal is really to keep the mother and the baby together, to help the mother get into treatment if that's needed, to make sure that the baby gets the treatment they need.
Beckler admitted to smoking pot, but says it was only during the first trimester. However, doctors say the umbilical cord test will detect drug use during the last few months of pregnancy. Regardless, she agreed to take an additional drug screen provided by a DCS worker.
It showed up as cocaine, something that I've never done before.
As a result, her children were placed in a new home temporarily. Babies going through withdrawal cry a lot and are often inconsolable. Doctors sending a newborn home in that condition puts them at risk for a number of problems, including the potential for shaken baby syndrome.
If the mother doesn't tell you that she has taken drugs or you don't do any kind of testing, then that baby goes through withdrawal and, just goes through a miserable time period of, can be up to a month or so.
In Beckler's case, she admits to smoking pot while pregnant, but adamantly denies using other drugs. Because of confidentiality laws, we cannot confirm what drugs she may have tested positive for. However, she believes a mother's permission should be required to test a baby's umbilical cord.
And they test them behind people's backs. They tested my baby behind my back. What if I didn't, want that to happen? I've already had postpartum depression, and being separated from my newborn baby that I've got to spend 2 weeks with is very, very hard on me.
Beckler's children are now back in her care after a series of negative drug screens. Marijuana is what triggered this investigation, and we found out that it's the most common drug found during umbilical cord testing. Tomorrow, we'll take a look at the impact marijuana has on pregnant women and why it's becoming more popular among expecting moms. In Studio 15, Angelica Robinson, News Channel 15.